Hey, what's up guys? We are here with a brand new tutorial on modeling, texturing and animating a cartoonic bird. So let's jump into this exciting tutorial. Okay, so let's start with a brand new file. We need to go to the file, new and general. So I have already opened a new Blender tool over here. So let's start modeling what we have got. First, what we need to do is to create or set up the reference files that we have got from the internet. So let's jump into the reference files. Let's see what we have got. So what we have gotten here is a reference file or an image created by an artist. I'll give the link of the artist in the comment sections, so in the description. Sorry. What we have got here is a bird, a cute looking bird that has a front view, a side view and a back view. So we have this cute little bird and we have kind of a reference to the bird. So first what we need to do is to open up this image into Microsoft Paint or Photoshop or Inkscape, whatever you like. So I'm going to use a simple software for this. Let's open up this image into Paint. Okay. And change the name of the file to back. Okay, we have got all three of our references over here. Let's set them up inside the Blender. So I'm going to open the Blender. In the Blender, let's delete the primitive cube, and now what we are going to do is switch to an orthographic view. Okay, suppose after clicking these points, the gizmo points, I'm into the right orthographic view. So in the right orthographic view, I have to select the left side or the right side, the image or the reference that was set as the left side image. So go to the aid. Okay, keep in mind we are on the right orthographic or the left orthographic, whatever you choose, but be on the left orthographic or right orthographic view. So go to the add menu, go to image, reference and choose. Okay, there are my reference images. Let's choose left side. Okay, if by choosing this image we have got our character or the reference image of the bird facing the side view. So I have set up my left orthographic view or the left or the side image or reference. Let's click Y. By switching to the back view, I don't need the back reference right now. I need the front reference right now. So no matter you choose whatever you choose, but it's better to use the front orthographic view for selecting or setting up the front reference image. So clicking on the aid and then reference and the reference image, okay, choose image, the front one. So now if I drag my mouse or switch to a perspective view, we have got two images. Okay, if I need to kind of examine these two reference images and match them like they are around. Okay, I'm seeing that my front image is a little bit bigger than the side one. We can clearly see that. So what I need to do is scale this one a little bit. I like 0.95 and then see, and then we will look if it is okay or not. Oh no, we have made it a little smaller. Okay, 9.8 would be better, I think. 0.98, it was a little bit, we need little bit adjustment to, you know, match these. Like we see, we are kind of a matching, the textures are matching on the plane. Okay, like these are the nose, the beaks are matching, and the eyes are also matching, the eyebrows are also matching, and so the forehead is also matching. So we have got our reference image is set, the front and the side view. Okay, let's move this front view by you can, you know, the y-axis little bit back, so that it doesn't distract us while we design in orthographic view. And I keep these images apart so they don't come between the images, between the modeling process. So okay, I'll also get this one. Okay, now that our reference images have been set, let's start modeling the bird. So let's jump into an orthographic view, be it the front or the side view. Let's just examine the character a little bit. If we examine the character, we kind of see a bird having a shape like an oval, or you can say a egg-like shape. So the basic or the primitive shape that we can use for this base mesh, I think, can be a cylinder, or it can be a sphere. I think sphere will be better if we start modeling this base mesh through a sphere. So let's go to add mesh and add a UV sphere. Okay, we are clearly seeing that UV sphere. Oh sorry, okay, we have got a UV sphere, but this UV sphere is behind our you know, on the behind our reference image. So delete this one and switch this reference image to the other side of the x-axis, and then switch back to the orthographic view. Okay, now add mesh and UV sphere. Now we are clearly seeing that UV sphere is in front of the reference image. So we need to scale down the segments and the rings of our sphere so that we can edit it more easily. I'm going to choose 12 for the segments and 8 for the rings, so that can be better when we start modeling it. Okay, so we have got our sphere. Now let's adjust our sphere on the planes and scale it down so that it matches our image. Okay, now let's just move into the right side, and okay, now here we are seeing that our sphere is exactly at the position of x0x, like we can, you know, translate it, but we have to make sure that our sphere or the base mesh or whatever mesh we create is exactly centered at 0x. Okay, so that's you know, that is necessary for modeling process when we start mirroring our meshes. So it kind of, if it's not on the you know, correct location, it gets messy. So make sure that it is on the x-axis, exactly on the 0. So now there's a problem with our reference image, that our object or our mesh is exactly on the same, exactly on 0 axis, but our reference image is not set. So first what I do, I'll you know, go to the x-ray mode, sorry, the x-ray mode, where we can clearly see what's behind our mesh or behind our sphere. So let's choose the reference image and you know, use the location X and move this reference image a little, you know, on the left side to match the reference image and the sphere. So I think it is fine, it's matching, it's exactly at the center. The left and the right side of the reference image are identical now. Okay, they are symmetrical. So now let's start the modeling process. Now by selecting the sphere, what we need to do is we have to adjust our sphere to match our characters reference image. So what we need to do, first I have to create two views so that we can see the front and the the front and the left orthographic view at the same time, so that the modeling process gets easier. So go to the right side of our viewport and click and drag. This will create another viewport, copy of the same viewport. Now let's change this one to a side view. I think this one be better. Okay, this is good. So now let's match our character. Now what I think, let me scale it. Okay, sorry, let me scale it on the z-axis, and I think this one is better, but it's not matching on the sides that we can easily adjust. So for that to adjust, first what I need to do is go to the sculpting view, okay, and use the side views for sculpting like this, and then go to the and choose this tool, the elastic deform tool, to deform these areas to match the reference image. So let's boost up the radius and adjust these. Okay, let's adjust these. Let's adjust all these. Okay, we can match only one side of the reference image, the right side one, the right side, not the left side, and then we can easily mirror the the shapes. Okay, we have matched the front reference image, and let's choose the side, and then also choose this one also. We are clearly matching these. Okay, so we have almost matched the the bottom one is also, we need to match. We need to we cannot exactly match all of it, but somehow we can closely match the reference images and the mesh. So now let's jump into the layout mode and see what we have gotten here. So let's okay, let's switch out from the X-ray mode by clicking Alt Z. This will turn off the X-ray mode. So this is the the shape we have got. I think this shape is good. It seems a bit deformed, more deformed. That is because we have only set one side of the mesh. So now let's go and correct our mistake. Okay, so I have, you clearly see I have matched the right side of the mesh to the reference image. Okay, let's go to the X-ray mode by pressing Alt X, then pressing Tab to switch to the switching to the edit mode, and now choose the the faces, and then delete all the faces that are on the right side by selecting, pressing delete, and deleting faces. Now we have deleted all the faces that are on the right side. Okay, be sure we are on the the front view, and then we are on the X-ray mode and deleting all the the faces or the edges that are on the left side of the reference image. So that's it from here. And now let's go to the modifier sections and add a modifier and a mirror modifier. It will clearly mirror it will clearly mirror the image. And we kind of see something odd over here. Let's delete it for time being. That is because when we have transformed all of these vertices and faces, some of the vertices and faces have been slightly off from the x-axis. To correct all these, let's go to the edit mode, and on the choose the the vertices and select all the vertices, then go to the scale mode and scale out all the x-axis. When you scale out, there will be a resize option. You can clearly press 0, or you can type 0 on the scale X and press enter. This action will create or transform all these vertices equally, so they are on the same plane now. Let's add a modifier. Now the mirror one, it will be perfectly matched. If it is not perfectly matched, we can easily boost this merge so that it can merge the vertices. Now you see we have got our base mesh of the bird here. So we are not going to apply this mirror, because whatever we create on the right side of our mesh, it will automatically transform onto the left side. Let's demonstrate it. Suppose if I drag these vertices the right side, vertices on the right side, the left side will also be mirrored. So we are not going to apply this or delete this modifier. We will keep editing using this modifier on the model itself. So let's go to the X-ray mode. Now what we have to do, we have matched the exactly the reference image, the base mesh. Now we have to create spaces for the eyes, and then we have to go further. So for the eyes, one thing that I like a lot is going to this option and turning on this geometry option, so that I can clearly see the geometry all the time. Not always I like to switch it on, but in this portion here I want to switch it. So now I clearly see by starting modeling, I see that my eyes on the right side, and then my eyes on the left side, the front and the left side, or the side view. I see that the eyes are a bit inside. What I need to do is, if I need to create extra geometry over, what I need to do is, from here, if I can create more geometry so how can we create more geometry? We can add more geometry by subdividing the mesh, or by creating more loops or edges around the mesh. But no, I don't need those over here. I select all these faces, all these 4 faces, and then go to the inset and just insert them out, so that we have got some new vertices over here. So we see we have got some new faces over here. Okay, let's adjust these faces. Okay, now we clearly see that we have created a mesh that is around. Okay, so let's adjust all the vertices. I'll fast forward this video so that the video doesn't get that long. You can follow along. So what I do is match all these vertices that are over here. So to match an eye, we don't need this middle vertex, but for the time being, let's hope that this is here. Okay, we need to clearly match the eyebrows area also. So I think this is kind of fine. Okay, now we need to create another loop around this new geometry that we have created. uh, what if I choose the loop cut and add a loop around here and then scale it? Why I created this, I needed these vertices to come a little bit out, so that it kind of gets a better sense. Now other ones are fine. Okay, so I have created all these vertices. Okay, I think this will be fine. Let's go to the object mode and create a sphere, so that that is kind of matches like a highball. So let's turn it on the right side. The angle should be 90 degree, and let's match this eyeball over here, and kind of matching the eyeball. Okay, and over here also, this is the eyeball we have got in here. And okay, so I have got the, I think it looks kind of cute. So let's adjust some of the vertices over here. You can follow along, or you can choose your own way of modeling. I think that seems fine. Okay, so let's create extra edges over here by end setting. The goal is to match the eyes. Okay, okay, sorry, there are no vertices over here. That's only a one vertex at the middle of the mesh, so it's kind of matching over here. We can clearly delete all these faces and then create new geometry by extruding the edges. Okay, that's great. I think there's some problem over here that can be overlooked at this time. Okay, let's create more geometry around the eyes. Okay, I think it's kind of matching. All these are kind of matching. Okay, yes. Now let's delete all these faces that are present over here, all these four faces. Delete these faces, and we have clearly got an eye opening over here. So let's add another modifier to our mesh by going to the add modifier and subdivision surface. Oh sorry, the subdivision, that is on the subdivision surface. Okay, it subdivides and smooths out the mesh. Clearly we are seeing something extraordinary here, but our mesh is the shading of the mesh is on the flat side. So first just correct out this shading by selecting the mesh, all the mesh, by clicking one and then pressing A and then right clicking and shade smooth. This will create a smooth shade, and that's what we want, you know. So I think it's kind of cute. Okay, so it is kind of cute, but the when we smooth out our mesh, it smooth out the sides too. So we need to, you know, adjust the sides. Okay, let's see. We can scale them a little bit. So okay, and this one too. Now see, we are again matching our reference images. So and we need to also adjust the eyes. Okay. I didn't need to do this before. You know, what I need to do is you know, selecting all these faces and, you know, moving these faces to match the eye, not all these faces. Yeah, yes, we have matched it, and a little bit of problem over here. Let's adjust this one too. Yeah. Oh, there's a problem with this mesh. The vertices are, you know, yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, so this is it. We have got the eye part. Now what we need to do, we have to adjust this eye, and then we have to create the beaks, you know, the fur, and the, you know, the hair and the feathers. We have to match all these in the next segments. So stay tuned with us, and let's see what we have got in the next part of this series.